Hey, this is Steve with the FAP Turbo results for week 41. I wanted to talk to you first about what I talked about last week in the week 40 video, which was about the FAP Turbo Evolution relaunch for September. At the time, I had been talking with FAP Turbo and they had thoughts of possibly doing it in the end of September. They've decided not to do that, and I didn't triple check my sources as I should have, and then they came out shortly after my video came out and said it would not be happening in September. So I apologize for that. I should have rechecked the sources at FAP Turbo. I usually talk to FAP Turbo people at least once a week, and I should have made better reference to that, and I apologize for that. So the FAP Turbo Evolution relaunch will not be happening in September. I do not know when it will happen or if it will happen at all. So, but if it does, I will let you know, and I apologize for that last week. So let's move on to this week. And again, here's our websites. You can check out all those websites here. I won't run through them this week. Dan will talk to you about the results. We'll have some exciting stuff coming later this fall. Every few weeks or so, and in a couple of weeks we'll have some exciting news as well, and we just look forward to this next few months of trading. And here's Dan with the results. I'll talk to you soon.
Hi, this is Dan with the FAP Turbo Weekly Update. It wasn't a great week for either of our accounts, so let's take a look at what happened. We're starting off by looking at the Alpri account. It had 3 trades this week. 2 of them were winners, 1 was a loss. Unfortunately, the account overall lost 67 cents for the week. And now we're looking at the FXDD account. It had 8 trades. 3 of them were winners, 3 of them were losers, and 2 of them were break even. Unfortunately, the losers outdid the winners, and we ended up down $2.46 for the week. And now here's the Alpri statement for the week. Again, it was down 67 cents, which is much less than 1% decrease for the account. Overall, the account is up $331.17, or up 66%. And for those who may not have been following us all along, the Alpri account we opened up at the beginning of April. And now we're looking at the FXDD statement for the week. Again, it was down $2.46, which also is less than a 1% decrease for the account. Overall, the account is up $130.41, or 26%. And the FXDD account we opened up at the beginning of this year. As most of the owners know, FAP Turbo came out with an update this week. And I just want to point out a couple of things just for you to keep in mind about the update. The first thing is that you don't have to install it right away. And for those of you who have noticed, I have not installed it yet. I am going to install it over the weekend. The current version will be usable until the 13th of September. And the way you can find that out is if you look in the navigation section of your MetaTrader, go into the Expert Advisors, and where it says the FAP Turbo, the one that you're using, if you point to what it says, it'll come up with a copyright date, but also say it's licensed to a certain date, and this one says September 13th. So that's how you know how long it's available, or how long it's going to work. Now, the new version they came out with has to be done with the build 225 of MetaTrader. Now let me just maneuver this a little bit. And how you can find out what build you're on for the MetaTrader is if you go to the Help section, and if you go to About, it'll tell you towards the bottom left of the box which build you have. Now I believe most, if not all, the brokers that use MetaTrader have gone to 225. But it is possible that your version has not been updated, or it is also possible that your broker has not updated to 225. To get the update, all you have to do is close your MetaTrader and then open it up. And if there is a new build available, you'll get a message saying that your MetaTrader needs to be updated. So you just want to download the new update. Now, if by chance you don't have the new build, what you can do is still download the new FAP Turbo program and make sure you download the new DLL file. It's a DLL file that has the expiration date within it. So you can keep the old FAP Turbo that works with the older versions of MetaTrader and simply change the .dll file, and your FAP Turbo will continue to work for you. Well, that's about all I have for you this week. I want to thank you for listening to us this week, and I hope you'll join us again next week.